California just rolled out 3 major real estate law changes for 2026. And to be fair, I'm seeing a ton of confusion on these, even in my own industry. Now, I always track these types of changes closely, not only because it's required per my real estate career, but this is really so my clients, you guys and gals, don't just stay compliant, you end up with a strategic advantage at the top of it. So today I'm gonna break down what's changed in 2026, why these new laws should matter to you, and how knowing this before anyone else can save you valuable time, money, and stress. Okay, first up, Law 1, the listing photos disclosure, or also known as the very exciting name of AB 723. It states that if a listing photo has been digitally altered using AI, Photoshop, or virtual staging, California now requires a clear disclosure and access to the original unedited image. Most buyers don't even realize this, and to be fair, it's brand new, but it's also not an acceptable excuse in court, so just take that for what it is. And this is a detail that's easy to overlook if you're not tracking the law closely. So why does it matter? Here's why AB 723 matters. Misleading photos create disputes, lost trust, and expose you to legal risk. So the fact is, you're setting the expectations long before the buyer or anyone even walks through the front door. So it's important to showcase the property well, but you also don't want to AI slop everything up. And you also obviously don't want to showcase the property to the point to where when visited in person, it's a completely different experience. So it's also important to be honest and disclose if AI, heavy Photoshop, or virtual staging, etc. was used to alter the images used to market your property. Easy way around this is just stay away from the AI over Photoshopped photos. And if you must, you now must disclose if and what was used to alter the image per AB 723. Now, it's an important key to understand if you want to end up with, well, the keys, or better yet, passing them on without problems arising later. So what I tell every client of mine, disclose, disclose, disclose. Okay, on to Law 2, rental habitability, AB 628, another very exciting name. This change has caught a lot of people by surprise in 2026, and you'll see why. AB 628 states that every rental unit in California must now include a working refrigerator and a stove to be considered habitable. This is something that most consumers aren't even aware of yet, and it's one of the fastest ways a property can face legal challenges and tenant complaints. Don't just research the law, audit your leases and properties now so you can make sure these new 2026 adjustments and requirements are being met before they end up becoming a giant problem for you later. Keeps you protected, or your tenants stay happy, and positions your investment away from the risk rather than towards it. All right, Law 3. The third-hand smoke disclosure, AB 455. So sellers are now required to disclose any known third-hand smoke residue, specifically the nicotine and chemical buildup on surfaces from previous smoking or vaping. And many buyers don't even know this disclosure exists, let alone to make sure they receive one. This is where working with someone who stays current can really protect you. Okay, now being in California, I'm pretty sure I know what you're all thinking, and we'll just cut to the chase. What if you smoke weed? Do you have to disclose that? And the short answer is no, but that doesn't mean go turn the living room into a Snoop concert just yet. So AB 455 explicitly states nicotine and tobacco only. So no, not for this particular piece of legislation, but, and it's a big but, there are other specific conditions that would require you to having to disclose that type of information. But that's like a whole nother video within itself. Feel free to reach out on my Instagram if you're curious. I'd be happy to answer your questions or point you in the right direction. Well, that's a wrap on the new real estate laws introduced in 2026. These 2026 changes can be complex, but they don't have to be a giant problem for you. If you'd like my wife and I to have a look at something for you, reach out. We'd be happy to provide the clarity. We'll make sure you're not just following the law, but you're using it to maximize the outcomes. Because in California's real estate market, early insight equals real advantage, and the right guidance makes all the difference. I'm Chris Wayne, a real estate professional with Realty One Group United here in Marina del Rey, sunny California. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and share this with someone you know needs to see this.